Today, JN1 has come to the US for a special interview with Israel's Consul General to New York on the subject of Israel as represented by the international media. Israel and the US have a special relationship. Would you say that the US media represent the opinions of the American public in general when talking about Israel?
Well, we have to first ask ourselves, what is the American media? And here we're looking at I believe two different things, two different sectors. The American media is covering Israel extensively, and we see more and more coverage of the real Israel that we know in the American media than we've seen in the past. It's true that in the eyes of some major media outlets, especially traditional media outlets, Israel still does not exist outside of the context of the conflict with the Palestinians. And that's very unfortunate.
What kind of challenges presented to Israel by anti-Israeli media organizations, such as in the Islamic world?
There will always be those who don't think that Israel is a legitimate political entity. It doesn't mean that we have to accept that. We conduct research, and our research shows that the narrative that talks about Israel as being an illegitimate political entity, this narrative doesn't win, and certainly doesn't win too many friends in the United States. The task at hand is not necessarily to respond directly to the delegitimizers, but rather to try and make an appeal to the people in the middle, to the silent majority, the people that are uninformed about Israel, people that have very little knowledge about Israel.
Do you think Israel is seen as the organized, big, powerful state and Palestinian troops as disorganized and acting on their own?
I can tell you that Moshe Dayan, our legendary former military chief of staff and minister of defense and minister of foreign affairs, once said that in the fight between the two guys, it's very difficult to convince that the guy who's holding the club is the nice guy. In other words, just by the fact that you possess the military might, just by the fact that you're well equipped and well trained and you outnumber the other side, just by that very fact, you will find people that will believe that justice is not on your side.
Looking at traditional news outlets, what role do pro-Israeli and Jewish news sources such as JN1 and many others have in getting the message across?
I think the more the merrier. I think media outlets like yourselves that tell the story of the real Israel, not only the Israel that our enemies are trying to depict, are doing a great service not only to the state of Israel, but I think to the Jewish people and to our entire nation.
September is an important month for JN1 as it will be celebrating its second anniversary. We're inviting all our interviewees to give a message of congratulations to the channel. Would you care to say a few words of congratulations?
Mr. Kolomoisky and the staff of JN1, I wanted to wish you a happy second anniversary. Keep up the great work and come and visit us again here in New York.